I'm baking you cookies for your ride.
You're baking me what?
Cookies for your ride. Oatmeal banana cookies.
I'm going on a 3-hour ride. I got the hardest workout I've done all year coming. 3 times 15 minutes at 90% FTP, which is gonna be like 350 watts for me. She's doing Zwift.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Zwift race, 37 kilometers, 600 meters of climbing.
This kid has an iron will.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTubes. All right, I gotta get out on this bike. If I don't get out now, I ain't getting out. Let's get in the cycling kit right now. Ready? Let's get this ride going. How long are you going for?
3 hours or more. Racing. Lots of climbing, all 600 meters of climbing. So.
Ready to ride. All right, this is the first workout. I say all right a lot. I'm gonna stop saying all right. Here we go. This is the first workout that I've done in 3 months, 4 months, that's gonna be hard, that like I'm kind of worried about. I haven't done a proper interval in, like I said, 3-4 months, maybe the beginning of October last year. And so what I'm doing today is 3 times 15 minutes, and I'd like to do them at 350 watts. I'm gonna sit at the first 5 minutes at 340, and then we're gonna see how this goes. It's gonna be interesting. And then I'm gonna give you my 3 tips on how to get faster. These are gonna be interesting, they're gonna be different. I've done another video where I say, give you my 5 best tips. Those are practical tips, these are gonna be a little different. But let's get this workout done. I'm a little nervy, so let's get this first one going. Let's do this. Got the first one done. 350 watts, 15 minutes, feeling good. So that last 5 minutes, it really started to bite. Let's get this second one done. If you guys want to follow along, my Strava's in the description of every video. So yeah, check it out if you want to see what I'm doing on Strava. Second one done, 15 minutes, 350. Ooh, it hurt. That one hurt a lot more than the first one. Maybe it's a mental thing, just because I know I got the third one left, but we'll see, we'll see. Settling in on those first couple of minutes is killer. You know, I want it to be easier than it is, and I'm just like, trying to keep the watts up. Whew, that hurt, that hurt. All right, let's do the last one, and we're gonna get home. We're gonna give you my tips. I'm gonna chat about my big tips. These are important. All right, let's do this. That last one hurt. Oh, it made me feel how out of shape I am. Holy, that was bad. That hurt. That's how I can tell my fitness is like how far I drop off from the intervals. Like how much harder each interval gets. And that was substantial. Like each one just got harder and harder and harder. So I can tell I gotta work on my fitness. I gotta work on my fitness. Because 6 months ago, I'd be flying through these. And right now, I'm suffering. We got work to do. We're gonna stay with it. To ask you guys to subscribe, I'm gonna stop for this one. Training my butt off. I took some time off in the off season, and now it's time to get it back. So please come along for the ride, please subscribe. And we're going to Tucson, we're leaving Florida. We were gonna go to Austin, but we decided to cut it because it's a little cold there, and we know Tucson. Next year, we're gonna go to Austin, February 15th. We're gonna be in Tucson. Please come along for the ride, please subscribe. I came up with these 3 tips because I thought back over my cycling career. I remember 5 years ago was the first time I came to Florida, and I'm here now, and I did 300 watts for 20 minutes twice, 2 times 20 minutes. And I was really happy because it was a big jump for me, but I still saw how far away the big numbers were, and I never thought I was gonna get there. 5 years later, I could do 400 watts for 20 minutes. And like I said, there was a time a couple of years ago where that seemed impossible. So I did another video, 5 tips, and those are practical tips. You can check that out if you want, but I wanted to like go below, go layers below, and like really think about what helped me. Like what was that like engine that just kept me going? So here they are, here are the 3 tips. Number 1, motivation. Motivation, you don't wake up every day motivated.
Some days you're more motivated than others. So I really looked at how important motivation was, and I wanted to keep myself motivated at all times. Because as soon as I started feeling like I didn't want to ride, or I didn't want to work, or I didn't want to do something, I thought, okay, this is a red flag. I gotta get my motivation back. And how do I do that? And that leads me to the next tip, is why? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting all these hours into riding? Why do I want to be better? Why? I'm pushing 40 years old, I got a family, I got a job, I got responsibilities. Why am I putting this much time into cycling? It just came back to the fact that I love it. I love riding my bike, I love the bike, I love the bike as a machine, I love the training, I love traveling. I love everything about cycling. I love the goals, I love the social aspect of cycling. I love going out on the group rides, seeing the boys. I'm down here in Florida and I miss my guys from back home. I can't wait to see them this summer, this spring. I love the racing. That's my why. Because I just want to stay with the sport. I want to get better at it and I want to keep doing it. So that's my why. Tip 3, go deep, go dark. And what I mean about that is I watched this video recently, Eddie Hall did a 500 kilogram deadlift, 1,100 pounds.
One of the things that we have to do as we're pursuing our dreams and our goals is that we have to know that failure is not an option. You've got to tell yourself, despite the circumstances, the situation, I'm not going anywhere until I get the goal. Until I make my dreams become a reality, I'm not quitting. I don't care how much money I have to invest. I don't care how much time I have to invest. I'm going to continue to do this until I become successful.
I started talking with a psychiatrist first about how to sort of dive into this and how to access, get into that part of the brain. And then we turned to a hypnotherapist who ended up working the two together. And we had to talk about things that got me angry, got me upset, made me things that I loved, things that I hated. And we were able to talk about a situation. And this situation was very dark and gloomy. That I can't say it out loud because you would seriously just think I'm an absolute sicko for thinking this in my own head, but it's something that I had to do. And basically put me in a situation in my head where I'm not lifting a weight off the floor, but pulling a person off of my kids. So basically I had to do all my training with that in my head, the training was very intense for the 500 kilo. I would lock myself in the toilets at the gym. I would literally stand there staring at myself in the mirror and just thinking these horrible thoughts, and then I'd kick the door down, go walk up to that bar and rip the bar off the floor.
This is how I get my inspiration. I look at different sports and I look at the best guys in those sports and I look at how they get their inspiration. So when I see stuff like this, I know powerlifting has nothing to do with cycling, but he's trying to be the absolute best at what he does, and I want to see how he goes about being the best. So even if I can get a little piece of what he's doing, and then I go to UFC and look at Conor McGregor, or I go to Usain Bolt and I look at these guys and I take little pieces of what they're doing and apply it to my situation, I feel that really helps me and keeps me encouraged and goes back to tip 1, which is motivation. And always stoking that motivation engine. I wanted to throw this part in here while I'm editing the video just to make it really clear on why I put this in there and why I think this is significant. All right, let's get back to the video. But I really wanted to apply it to the training when I go out there, and these deep, dark moments, we all have pain. We've all suffered, and I heard this interesting thing that your worst pain is the same as my worst pain. It's everyone's worst pain. And that doesn't matter whether someone was rude to you or you had this horrible childhood and you were abused. Both of those people feel the same. It's their worst pain. I hope that makes sense. But my point is we all got pain, and those days I don't want to do it and those days that I'm struggling, I think about my why, and then I go deep and I think, okay, what's happening? And I think about those days. My brother and I don't talk to my father. We haven't talked to my father in 4 years, and now we could do a whole different YouTube channel on that. But when I'm in the middle of those intervals, or I'm in the middle of that race, and I need to be there, and it hurts so bad, or I need to finish that interval and it hurts so bad, I just remind myself of those dark days and how great my life is now and how fortunate I am to be on the bike, and I just got to push through and get this done.
And I hope all this makes sense. And I hope this stuff helps you. If it does, please comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think this is all hocus pocus or if this makes sense to you, if it's meaningful. Would love to hear from you guys. As always, please subscribe. I'd love it when you guys watch my videos. It means the world to me. And yeah, if you like the video, please like it. And I will catch you guys on the next video. I'll see you soon. You see my wife walk back there? I saw her. Look. Look.
Huh?
There she is.
Hey.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Say hi to us.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video. We'll see you soon.